Hi, I am Vajrala Prasanandana Reddy, dealing microprocessors and microcontrollers. First, what is the need of this subject? In the beginning days, most of the people do the works by ourselves. As the day by day going on, the physical works will be done by the electronic devices. So first, what is the need of these devices? Without mobile phone, how we are communicating with others? What is the need of mobile phone? So without mobile phone means we need to go directly and meet the person and share the information. So we need to travel to the person destination and share the information. To avoid this traveling or the corresponding expenses, we are simply using the basic mobile phone to share the same information. Similarly, without washing machine, we need to do some physical works. To avoid that physical works, we can use the washing machines. The same physical work will be done by the washing machines. Similarly, anti-lock braking systems. So that will control the vehicle movement. So without ABS, if you apply the brakes on the to apply force on the brakes, the vehicle movement speed will be coming from 100 to 0. That depends upon the force we are applying. If you are solely applying the force on the brakes, means it's slowly controlled. If you want to control the vehicle movement within fraction of seconds, we use ABS. That means that step reduce the vehicle speed step by step, 100 to 50, 50 to 25, 25 to 0. So within fraction of seconds, the vehicle movement will be controlled and avoid the hitting of objects, save the person's life and accidents, avoid the accidents. So like that, to reduce the physical works, to provide the safety, security, for that purpose, they are designing the embedded systems. So embedded system means it is a combination of hardware and software for doing the particular job, often with real-time constraints. Example, mobile phones. So if you look at this architecture of this embedded system, first it contains core components for doing the operations. Open the door, close the door, lock the wheel, unlock the wheel, or do the some physical works. Washing machine, rotate the thumb front and back. Okay, soft tumbling and aggressive tumbling purpose. So this operations will be performed by the core components. So that instructions, we are defining the instructions for doing these operations that will be executed by the core components and stored in the memory devices. And the device get the latest information from the input devices. Any person comes to the house, any person comes nearer to the escalator, or current room temperature, pressure information, humidity information, whatever the latest input information that will be taking using input devices. That will be monitored or displayed in the LCD display, LED display, or control the devices. Means open the AC valve, start the escalator, work the anti-lock braking system, lock the wheel. So this hardware control will be done by the output devices. Next, some additional operations we are using additional hardware circuits like analog to digital conversion, because all information, input information is available in the physical in nature. That needs to be converted to electronic signal to do the operation, to process that information. Means, so we need to check whether the any person comes to the nearer to the door, or temperature, what is the current temperature, to know that information that is in physical nature is converting into electronic signal. So for that purpose, we are using conversion purpose, we are using analog to digital converter. Similarly, clock, to do the, we provide the timing reference to the all operations. Next, like that watchdog timer. If system is not working or struck out, that will monitor the system. If it is not functioning properly, it will generate the reset signal. Like that, the reset circuits, brownout protection circuits, debugging circuits, interrupt, nested vector interrupt controllers, like that. To do the special operations, we are using additional hardware circuits. And for transferring, for communicating all these devices, we are using communication interfaces. So input devices to core components to memory, core components to output devices, and additional hardware circuits. For connecting all these devices, we require communication devices. Okay, so this is the architecture of embedded system. So to reduce the physical works, to provide the safety and security purpose, we need to design the embedded systems. So embedded system is defined as embedded, the means locating the this firmware. Firmware means its instructions, whatever the operations we want to perform. Open the door, close the door. That operation will be defined in the instructions. These instructions will be executed by the core components. That instructions will be stored in the memory devices. That current information is taken by using input devices like sensors, keyboard, touch screen, like that. And that information, current status. So what is the current room temperature, weather information, or any unknown person entered into the home, anybody entered, the current status will be displayed in the LCD display. Similarly, control the output devices. Open the door, close the door automatically without human interaction by using actuators. And for doing special operations, like this input information is in physical in nature, that needs to be converted into electronic signal to do the operations. So for that we require converting devices, analog to digital converters. So we are using analog to digital converters, clock signals, timers, counters, watchdog timers, interrupt vector controllers, pulse width modulators, nested vector interrupt controllers, debugging circuits, like that. So we require additional hardware to do the special functions. And for connecting all these things, we require communication devices, either wired or wireless, either serial or parallel. Okay. So these are the basic elements. First, core components, memory devices, IO devices, additional hardware, communication devices. So these are the 5 basic elements we are used in the embedded system. In these 5 elements, the first one is core. This is the main heart of the system, which executes the instructions. These core components may be, so in the beginning days, these operations are performed by using vacuum tubes, means calculators, switches. Next, the same operation will be performed by using diodes, PN junction diodes, IN 4007. Next, regulators, even in the reverse bias, or it will flow the current will be flowing the circuit, the reverse bias direction. Or stabilizers, instead of fluctuations in the input signal, that provides constant output voltages, voltage stabilizers. Or amplifiers, increase the signal strength. Rectifiers, analog to digital conversions, that will be performed by using diodes, transistors, MOSFETs. Next, so as the circuit complexity increases by using individual diodes and transistors, they are integrating these diodes and transistors into single silicon chip. Single silicon chip. That is called IC, integrated circuits. That integrate, initially they are using IC741 operational amplifiers or timers, whatever maybe. Initially they are using basic IC. Later on they are designing the microprocessors. Microprocessor performs the arithmetic and logical operations and control operations. Example 8086. Similarly, they are using microcontrollers. So in case of microprocessors, we require external hardware circuits like memory devices, input I/O ports, additional hardware externally. So since they are using externally, the cost of the external devices increases. Since microprocessor needs to access the external devices, the accessing time increases, so automatically execution time increases. Execution time increases means speed reduces. So in order to our basic requirements improve the speed, because our time is very important factor nowadays. So in order to reduce the execution time, reduce the size of the devices by avoiding the external components, they are integrating all these things into again single chip, that is microcontrollers. Example 8051 or MSP 430 G2553. Okay, this is the microcontrollers. So its microcontroller can perform the same operations: arithmetic and logical operations, control operations. At the same time, it contains inbuilt memory devices along with CPU. Along with CPU, it contains inbuilt memory devices, I/O ports, timer circuits, communication ports. So automatically avoiding the external components, automatically size reduces, external device accessing time reduces. So execution time reduces, means speed increases, cost reduces, size reduces. So this is advantage of microcontrollers. Again, one more thing is speed is important. So in case here we need to remember one point: hardware execution is always faster than the software execution. So we are using hardware circuits to improve the speed. Further, they are designing the digital signal processors like TMS 320 C6713B. In that, it contains adder circuit, mux circuit, and shift circuits. Since we are using hardware adder circuits, mux, and shift circuits, the execution time reduces. Automatically, speed increases. Next, for specific applications, we are designing the specific IC, application specific integrated circuits. Like only for washing the clothes, that is specific IC. Only for ATM cards, only for weather monitoring device, like that. That features only available in that IC. Next, CPLDs and FPGAs. So they are increasing the logic density and design the applications like Xilinx Spotron, Xilinx Cool Runner. They are integrating as number of as logic density with the little bit of cost. Next, they are integrating all these facilities into single silicon chip along with programmability option. Programmable system on chip means because of everyday technology will be changes, updating will come. So to incorporate these updates into the IC, we need to provide the facility of reconfigurability, that is programming facility in the IC. Further, they are using programmable system on chip. Okay. So there is a piece of commercial of the shelf components. These are the different core components which are used in our embedded systems for doing the operations. We may use any one of the core components in our embedded system for doing the operations. So in this subject, we are going to discuss about one microprocessor, that is 8086 microprocessor, and one microcontroller, that is MSP 430 G2553. We are discussing in detail about this microprocessor and microcontroller in this subject.